We did a video earlier, a while ago, you explaining Fortnite to me because I live in this family of people who play Fortnite, this gaming family, and I've played maybe 10 rounds. I played very little. We're talking Pac-Man and Frogger back in the day. So you guys say some really weird stuff that I completely do not understand. And we're going to do the top 10 things that get said that I am very confused by. The first one is fish.
So there's like thousands and thousands. I can't tell all of them. But we're gonna do the main fish, which are flopper and slurp fish.
Okay.
And we have this thing called HP. It's health and shield.
Okay, and that's one of my questions. Because HP for me is my printer. that's a brand of printer I have.
But that's how you say, like, I have 36 HP or something like that. So you have...
That's a percentage of how alive you are?
Yes.
Oh!
Yes. Then we have shield. Their max shield and health is 100. If I had like 50 shield and then get a slurp fish, well, it gives you health and shield, but it's mostly for shield. Slurp fish gives you 40 shield. So 40 plus 50
whatever you're at,
90.
Right.
So you have 90 shield now.
Okay.
Same with floppers, they just give you 50.
50, just a flat amount. Every time you eat a flopper, it's 50%.
Mm-hmm. But for a slurp, it is 40.
That was number 1 and number 2 of questions. One was they talk about fish all the time and going fishing and getting fish and slurp fish and floppers. And the other is HP, which for me is my printer. But in Fortnite is how much health and shield you have. Obviously, this was so clear. The next thing is Reboot Van.
Reboot Van, yes. This might sound weird. I'll just do it really easy and then add the details.
Okay.
You technically bring someone back to life. So there's a reboot van, and then when we get eliminated, this is another thing, you get knocked. So you're literally like you're gonna crawl and you stay there. And then if you have a partner, you'll get knocked. But if you're like in a solo, then you'll just automatically get eliminated. But if you have a team, you'll get knocked. If your teammate won't get you, like heal you, then you'll be like a reboot card. So it's literally a card floating where you were. So like if I was right here and I died right here, then the reboot will be right there. So you have amount of time to get the reboot card. If your team doesn't get it fast enough,
right,
then you'll die automatically. Like you can't get back to life. But if they get your reboot card, then you can go to the reboot van and then reboot the person.
So it's an actual van. It's like a vehicle. You go to this vehicle that's a van.
But you can't drive it. But it's all around. There's a bunch of different ones in all different locations.
And you have to go find the van, bring your card, and reboot yourself so that you're not eliminated. You said 2 things. You said knocked, which was one of my questions. So what's being knocked?
If I eliminated someone, they'll be like in a crawl position, and they can crawl around to get closer to their teammate for them to heal them. You have amount of time to get healed. If they don't get you, then that's how you get into a reboot card.
What if you're in a solo match by yourself and you get knocked?
You can't get knocked in a solo match. You'll automatically die. So you have to.
So you're just eliminated. There's no card or reboot van or anything like that.
You have to play like a team.
Wow, this is like 9 lives. What does it mean when you say he or she's low?
When you're like shooting someone, also this is kind of the same thing. Health is white. Shield is blue.
I see.
When you shoot them and they don't have any shield, they're like, they're white. And then what you do, you keep shooting them. So let's say I keep shooting them and then they're at 15%. Then I'm like, they're super low. They're almost to 0.
Okay, so that's just showing what they're...
That's when you get to like the crawl position.
in
knocked.
a group. That's when
Mhm.
you're knocked. So what does the percentage have to be for you to be knocked and crawling?
0. So like
Okay.
if they keep shooting you all the way to 0,
Then you're crawling and you're knocked.
yes.
Before that, you're just low. It's your health and your shield that you're
So you're
low.
half alive technically.
I feel that way sometimes now and no one's shooting at me. A bot.
A bot.
I'm pretty sure I know what a bot is, but
You want to know? You want to think of?
a bot is a player in the game that's not a real player. It's animated by the game to mess with you. No?
Yes and no.
Okay.
You can also, if you are like rage, like get super mad that person killed you, you can call them like, since you're just so mad, you want to call them a bot. Like,
Oh.
so like you are like a bot. A real bot is where you just like shoot random things and are not not good at all. People, when they get really mad at someone that keeps beating them, then you're calling them like a bot. You're not really good because they're just so mad they're getting eliminated. So
the person is good and they're beating you, so you're calling them a bot to make them feel bad.
yes. So if you want to be mean, but my friends, we just joke around. We know we're just kidding.
Right. Okay. Lost to the storm. The storm. I do know one thing about the storm. I know that I know this is shocking. Let me teach you a little bit about Fortnite here, friends. There's a map and you fly out of some airplane or something and like you're skydiving, right? And you land somewhere on the map. Within the map, there's a storm, so the map keeps shrinking and shrinking and shrinking.
And you have to eliminate people when you find them. You have to eliminate them, and the last team or just you that's standing wins.
Right.
But also the other hard thing is the storm is coming, and the less people there are, the smaller the circle is. Because like if you're out of the circle,
you die if you get hit by the storm.
The more people like start to get eliminated and then the circle gets smaller, the loss of HP gets more. Sometimes you can lose 10 HP. So if you have 100, it goes 90, then 80. And you stock up on fish.
Obviously, we need to stock up on fish.
So
for your HP.
So, yeah.
So that you don't get lost in the storm. So the storm takes you take a lot of damage from the storm. Yeah,
but usually it starts at 1 and we call it 1 tick, 2 tick, then 5 tick.
That's how much the storm is taking from you. If you're in the storm, that's how much the storm is taking.
The storm usually stays 1 tick for a while and then it starts to get to 2 tick and then 5 and
okay. Yeah. So as the game goes, as there's fewer places and the map is smaller, the storm gives you more damage.
Kind of hard, but also very exciting and challenging at the same time. Also, the people, you don't know if they're going to be super good.
Right.
Or not good.
Right. Llama. So I hear you guys talk all the time about how you're finding llamas, and I don't know what you're doing with these llamas.
Special. Just know that they're special.
I think llamas are special.
You wish you were a llama, huh?
I wish I was a llama. What is a llama?
So a llama, back in like the seasons, more in like the other seasons, like around season 1 and 2 and 3, the older ones, yeah.
Each season is different. The map is different. The guns, the potions.
But it always has a random gun in there, and usually it's a rarity. Now they give you a bunch of shield and mats. So mats is really good. It's to build around.
It's short for materials, right?
It's materials. If you're getting shot at, you need to like block yourself so no one can hurt you. So what you do, you get they usually give you a lot of mats of metal, brick, and wood, and you can build around yourself so you have protection.
So when you come across a llama and you find one, you like absorb the llama and all the things the llama has. The materials, the protection, the stuff. It's harder to find them, and when you find them, they give you a lot of good stuff all at once.
Yes.
Okay, so there's llamas, and then there's all these special guns that you get, and it depends on the season. The next thing that you guys talk about, whisper.
Whisper? I mean
Whispers like, So what does whisper mean in Fortnite?
So in Fortnite, you can send it to anyone.
You send a whisper.
It's not like a voicemail or
Okay.
anything. You gotta type it. So
Oh,
you
it's
go
a
to
chat.
the person. Yeah, it's a chat. So you go to the person
Okay.
and you go down and it says whisper. Then it'll give you a little chat thing, and then you type in what you want to say to the person. Then you press send, and they'll automatically get it, and they can send it back to you.
The direct messages to one person that you're playing with are called
So
whispers.
you have to do whisper. Yeah.
The last thing, number 10, things I don't understand in Fortnite is last guy.
So last guy, when you keep eliminating people,
Right.
the number keeps going low. Max of people that can go in one server is 100 people.
Okay.
Like all around the world.
Okay.
You keep eliminating and the number keeps going lower and lower. And if you are one of the person, it's a 1v1. So it's a person against the other person.
Oh, the
So
last,
it's the last
two
person.
standing.
So it's me standing and the other person standing. So that's where we're being like, that's the last team or that's the last guy. We need to eliminate the person so we can win. Main thing in a match is eliminate people, get good guns, be the last team or person standing. Then you win.
Also, you want to get some llamas. You want to whisper to people. You don't want to get knocked. You want to find reboot vans. You do not want to be called a bot, especially in a whisper. That would be bad. And the HP is not my printer. That pretty much covers our 10 things. Thank you. I still do not understand this game.